Hello, YouTube family. So it's been a minute. I needed a little bit of time. I had quite a week last week, which ended with a very significant car issue this weekend, which was not at all what I needed to happen. But I got a package in the mail today. So I received the ink journal, InkFlight, for May. So let's get this opened up. It's another small box. I think this is the smallest box that I have received. But as my mother-in-law says, good things come in tiny packages. All right, so looking at this, it is online campus fountain pen in assorted colors. Sorry, it's a little. When most people think of a German fountain pen, they think of pens made by established brands like Lamy, Pelikan, Kaweco, and Montblanc. While online pens doesn't have the same recognition, they still make a nice affordable fountain pen. Included in this month's box is a smart and stylish campus filler fountain pen from online. Let me see. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's a pretty color. That's a really nice color. Pull off the snap cap to reveal an ergonomic rubberized grip section and medium point stainless steel nib. View the remaining ink in your pen using the transparent ink window between the grip and barrel. The campus includes one long blue ink cartridge that has an arrow pointing to the end that needs to be inserted into the pen. This pen is also compatible with international ink cartridges or converters not included in this box. The fit might be a little tight, but it will securely attach. Okay, oh, and there's the arrow. And I just had a viewer who commented that there's a brand that, or German pens, or a specific brand that has a blue cartridge that's actually erasable. I'm going to go back and find that comment, but I wonder if this might fall in that same category. So let's go ahead and pop this in. Okay. We'll give that a few minutes so that the feed can fill. It's an exceptionally lightweight pen. Exceptionally lightweight. Oh, and it has kind of a, I don't know if you're catching that sound, but it has kind of a click when it clicks into place. All right, and the nib says online, Germany, and an M for medium. Okay, so there's that. Here is the sticker for this month, the Inktopuss, with a mug that says "So It Goes," and he's got glasses and a cigarette and a coffee mug and a fountain pen and a typewriter. And it looks like he's having a bad day. All right, so let's put that to the side and the sticker to the side, and I'll move the box. I have a Zevia that I have in a stemless wine glass because a lot of times I come home and I get a glass of wine out of pure habit, not because I actually want the wine, need the wine. It's never a need, I guess. It's always a want. So I'm going to replace that habit with some sugar-free Zevia. That's a lemon lime flavor. All right, so let's turn it over. What do we have? Welcome, ink travelers. Last year, InkFlight number 67 visited Sailor in Japan to sample the first Yurameku ink series of multi-chromatic fountain pen inks. These colors were so interesting, complex, and fun that we came back for more. The second edition of Yurameku inks include 5 mysterious colors that dramatically change their appearance as they dry. To complete the 7 samples, we also included 2 colors from the Shikiori Sounds of Rain collection. And so I believe Amanda B, InkFlight, already sampled these inks, so I'm interested. For those that keep up with inks on a fairly regular basis, and then you do the InkFlight, do you find that that happens frequently, where you get ink samples and then you get it in your InkFlight? I think right now I'm doing a pause on getting ink. This is where I scratch that itch, and it works out really well for me. All right, so I'm going to open up my Wearing Goal swatch book, which is from another InkFlight, and I have my Galen Leather Co. Tomei River Everyday book. And I'm going to do my swatch samples right here. All right. So the first one is Sailor Yurimaku Kokoro Guma. Kokoro Guma. In the vial, the ink looks blue. Once you put it to paper, it transforms into a sheening brownish violet. Okay, and it's coating the edges of the vial. It's a very saturated ink. Kokoro Guma. And I'm just going to put IF for InkFlight. Oh, I can see it's starting to change color. Did I use up? Oh, yep, I must have. Here we go. Now what I'm interested in is I have my nice clean water. Let's see what this does to the water. Oh, wow. I thought it was much more saturated than that. Fascinating. Can barely even tell. I also might not have had very much ink on there to really have it shine through, or have it impact the water, I should say. Yeah, so with my car issue, which when I do get around to filming my weekly plan with me, which I do plan on doing, I will talk a little bit more about that. But gosh, in a nutshell, my wheel fell off while I was driving. Thankfully, I was going very slow, and I am perfectly fine. But I caused quite the scene on the road, held up traffic, had to have the police come to direct traffic while I waited for forever for the tow truck. And then it impacted my weekend plans significantly. And now we are down to one vehicle. For who knows how long. All right, Zare Gokoro. Oh, let me read about this one. This dusky blue-black ink has a rich coppery sheen. It's interesting. It looks so different here than it does here. All right. And the next one is a Shikiori. If I'm going in the order of the printout, this is what I'm reading from right here. So Sailor Shikiori Zaza. From the Sounds of Rain series, Zaza is the sound of hard rain represented in a medium blue with shading. Oops. Got ahead of myself there. I like the name of Zaza. Yeah, so I did hear from the auto body shop today. My car needs a new front axle and a long arm. Oh gosh, I'm blanking on what it's called. But they're going to order those parts, and I will have to wait for those parts to come in and then for the repair. And meanwhile, I was in an accident, a head-on collision, and the entire front of my car got rebuilt, and the main point of impact was the front driver's side corner, and it was that tire that fell out. So I think that this is perhaps something that they didn't know was damaged or compromised or cracked or something from the accident, and then it never got repaired. And I've been driving around on it for almost a year, because I got my car back in March of 2022. But I'm likely not going to be able to prove that, and I just don't know that I have the fight in me, because Mama is tired. I just want this to be done. I am tired of having car issues. Yeah, it's sad. And then to think about the, financial burden of a significant car repair, it's overwhelming. So I'm taking a beat. I'm processing. It'll all be fine, right? All right, so this one is Sailor Yuramaku Date. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Date Gokuro. I'm channeling Yosaka. This paper is really soaking up the ink today. It's very fascinating. All right, and so this one, the write-up is, at the heart of this ink is a deep violet with red sheen. And I definitely spilled it. Well, that is unfortunate. Okay. Well, I can see a little bit of the sheen here. I think it shows up a little bit more on the wear angle. All right, the next one is Sailor Yurameku Suki Gokuro. And I think, if I remember correctly, Gokuro might mean heart. Ooh. Suki Gokuro. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. That one might be my favorite so far. Oh, I like the color it's drying to as well. I kind of like the initial color of what it went down as, but I do really like the color it's drying to. All right, so reading that one, this muddy green ink has tones of olive with reddish brown sheen. The next one, second to last, Sailor Yurameku Hana Gokuro. This grayish slate purple contains deep reflections of burgundy sheen. Now, for anyone who has been here, you know I love my grayish purples. So my hopes are very high for this one. Try not to smudge over here. Hana Gokuro. So, sorry, continuing my conversation about my car. I was really hoping for my birthday this year. I'm turning 40. It is a milestone birthday. And my husband was talking about us going to New York City and going to Peloton Studio and doing a live class. And then obviously going to a nice dinner, but then going to Yosaka Stationery and being able to walk around the store, play with all the pens, and pick out a pen and an ink. But I'm not sure that that's going to be a reality now with this unexpected car repair payment. So I'm also processing that and the loss of that hope and that experience. But I think what I'm going to do is just pitch to him that perhaps we plan it maybe 6 months after my birthday or the year after my birthday and just push it out. Sailor Shikiori Shito Shito. It's a really pretty color. But I wonder if it would be too light to write with. Shito Shito. All right, let me cap this and then we'll bring out the fountain pen, the online campus fountain pen. And I can't wait to see the other colors that people got. This is a really nice color. It's really pretty. Oh, it's kind of a blurble. So this is tough writing angle right here. Online campus. Fountain pen in the medium with the original blue cartridge. Okay, so I'm going to keep an eye on this. It seems to have some hard starting. And it could just be that the feed isn't full and it needs some time. Could be the angle that I'm writing in. There's a lot of factors, so I will certainly give it a good college try for this campus fountain pen. If that was a pun intended. All right. So that is the InkFlight. Actually, let's just take a moment and look a little closer. So you can see on the Kokoro Guma, it has a red coppery sheen. It's almost an overwhelming sheen. Same with the Zare Gokuro. They actually look pretty close to the same color. The Sailor Shikiori Zaza was noted to have shading. I suppose there's some shading. I would need to do a better writing sample. Then getting into Date Gokuro, purple with red or copper sheen, absolutely. And the sheen is not overwhelming, so you can see that it's a purple undertone. The Suki Gokuro, the olive green or muddy olive green, I love that one. That's beautiful. Hana Gokuro, I think that the sheen overwhelms it. I'm not really seeing, it's called a burgundy sheen. You're not really seeing the grayish slate purple. That's not coming through really at all. And then the Shito Shito, Sailor Shikiori Shito Shito, it's a beautiful color. It's kind of similar to another Sailor. I feel like I'm thinking it's similar to the Sailor Ink Studio 264. It's a little bit of a lighter color. This is a bit more saturated and brighter, but they're very similar. All right. And then, oh, and the Yurameko Suki Gokuro, I wanted to just flip to, just making sure that's dry. Sorry, I'm kind of moving all over the place. I wondered if it was close to Shirakashi. It's very close to Shirakashi. It's almost exactly the same. I think the sheen is more prevalent in the Suki Gokuro. Has a bit more of a red sheen. Now looking at it on the Tomoe River paper. So again, the Gokuro Guma is almost all that copper sheen. The Zare Gokuro, you see a bit more of the, how did they describe it? Dusky blue-black. You can see the dusky blue-black, but still see the sheen, but it's not overwhelming, and I like it better here. Sailor Shikiori Zaza. I almost see a little bit of a red sheen right here on the letter O, which is really interesting. Date Gokuro, you definitely see the purple, the red sheen comes through, but it doesn't overwhelm it in the same way as it does on this Wearingle swatch book. The Sailor Yurameko Suki Gokuro, again, I really love it. This beautiful olive green with, it looks like a little bit of blue, and then the red sheen. This is wonderful. Hana Gokuro. You can see a little bit of the purple. I don't know that I'd say gray, maybe even a little bit of pink and a little bit of dark navy. I don't hate it. I don't mind it. But of this collection, I would get a bottle of the Suki Gokuro for sure. And then the Shito right here. The online campus fountain pen, I had a really hard time getting a good angle. Let me try. Oh, and you can post it, but it's very long posted. It's exceptionally long. But it looks like it's meant to be posted. That's just really long. So let me try just a better angle. Much better. So again, I don't know if it was that the feed hadn't really filled up or if it was the angle, but that wrote much better. Not an overwhelming medium. It's not overwhelmingly juicy. The cartridge that it came with has some really nice shading to it, and it's kind of a blurple. Leans a little bit blurple, but definitely a nice medium blue. And yeah, so I'm happy to have this surprise new pen for my collection. And let's see how long I keep this sticker on, because I'm notorious for keeping the stickers on. All right, well, thank you. I appreciate your patience. I apologize for my absence. I will get back into making videos on my regular schedule. I just needed a moment to regroup because life hit me a little hard there for a moment. But again, I appreciate you. So I look forward to seeing your InkFlight videos if you're posting one, and let me know which ink was your favorite. All right, bye.